Hello, welcome back to another session of weekly updates from Web Marketing Academy, Bangalore. This is Deepu.
This is Aditya.
And this is Mamta.
So we have a new speaker today joining us, who is Mamta. She is ex-student of Web Marketing Academy, and she'll be leaving us soon, but it will be so that we want to get her involvement in our podcast. Welcome, Mamta.
Hello, nice to be a part of the team.
So today we have three topics for discussion. To start off with, we'll be discussing about how a website is helping us in avoiding wastage of food. Moving on, Hike's acquisition of a new startup. Hike is a messenger service from India. And third, new funding for PayTM. So today we are going to talk about an interesting website called leftover.in, and it is a startup which is started by a 26-year-old management graduate whose name is Rupesh Rajawat, and he have teamed up with 4 of his colleagues to start up. It is a nice concept in which the company will collect leftover food from all over the country and deliver it to the needy through its web portal. So this is how it works. Basically, there will be 3 main stakeholders over here. The number 1, the primary stakeholder will be the company which have leftover food. When I say company over here, it can be marriage events, restaurants, soup kitchens, or any other organization which does have a leftover food, and which they feel that can be contributed for the day, because its food is perishable. So definitely somebody have to consume it, or you just have to waste it. So there are organizations like this who are willing to contribute. The second stakeholder will be the NGOs, who will be the major coordinators between the company and the needy. So the NGO will team up with the companies, and they collect this food and give it to the needy, who is the third stakeholder in this particular platform. So it's quite an interesting concept which has been cracked, and currently they are actually serving 10,000 people in the state of Gujarat. And the beauty of this is that, as per the latest study, over 2 million people need food in India, and most of them they couldn't afford to have their own food for the day. So with this novel concept, I personally believe that it can reduce the gap of starvation and reduce starvation in our country. So Aditya, what's your insight on this? Do you feel this is a nice concept to start out with?
Yeah, actually, this is a really good concept. I mean, in a country like India, where medium class and the poor class are a lot, and rich class is actually a low. So I think this is actually a really good concept, because according to the stats shown in the Economic Times, nearly 230 million people go hungry in India. And believe this or not, they actually found that 943 tons of good quality food goes waste at weddings in Bangalore alone. That's our city. In one city, they are finding almost 943 tons of good quality food going to waste. And as per the study, at an average cost of rupees 40 per meal, the total food wasted in Bangalore alone is estimated to be 339 crores. So this clearly says how much food is going to waste. I mean, people who can actually afford it are actually, they consume how much of it they want, and they're letting the rest to go to waste. But they're not making good use of it. So at least people like this can actually, take the leftover food and give it to the people who actually need that food for survival. So yeah, this is actually a really good concept done by the graduate.
It's basically powering using technology to connect with the need. Like channeling 2 people. One end, I have plenty of food, and then I don't have food. So it's been connected through technology.
Exactly, it's like a messenger of food or something of sorts,
Mm-hmm. So that's it regarding leftover.in, a new startup by a 26-year-old graduate. Moving on, we are going to discuss about Hike. So Hike is a messaging app just like WhatsApp, but it is an Indian company who have started this. Basically, the founder's son. Basically, do have a service provider back in India called Airtel, and they're supposed to be fifth or sixth largest telecom company in the world, based on subscriber base. And the founder's son actually have launched this particular messenger. And today we have over 34 million active users in Hike, and they are deemed to be the number one app among the youth. That's what I came to know about it, because of there are lots of other innovations which has been intertwined with it. So more on this, our guest lecturer Mamta will be speaking on this. So over to you, Mamta.
Thank you. So you guys must have got a message yesterday, maybe today. Hey, join me on Hike. What's that? So Hike is like WhatsApp, Viber. We can text our friends. So it has features like sharing of files up to 100 MB, offline usage, and you can also hide your last scene. You can add whosoever you want to chat, you can add them and you can chat. It's up to you. And it's available globally on iOS, Android, BlackBerry, WP, S40 and S60. So it has recently joined hands with Zip Phone, which will provide the service of free calling. So nowadays, voice has become a very important factor in marketing or any other sector. So it's a very it's a competitor of Viber. Now we are moving to internet based calls.
Okay.
People are going to abroad, so we need to connect with them. So by joining hands with Zip Phone, people can call and as well as share
instant messages.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting to know that I think WhatsApp, we don't have a voice over internet protocol, right?
No, in WhatsApp you can just send an audio message, but you can't have a live call. So basically, I think what Hike is trying to do is combine a WhatsApp and Viber together, and they are actually going to overtake these both, I guess.
Okay, sounds good actually, because as it's been rightly said, I don't want another app for voice. If I can club both together, it will be more of a convenience for me. At the time when I want to speak, I just speak it up. And I think Aditya, I think this is the era. This next league where we are entering into, where in which mobile phones. I mean, using mobile. I mean, voice over mobile internet is something which is going to deeply impact the revenue of all the telecommunication companies. I can classically one example is last month the service provider Airtel actually hiked up their data fee because they're seeing a surging use of data over to voice compared to voice calling. So of course it's free, so everybody will go for free rather than being paid. So so moving on, it will be like I personally feel that considering that India is a third world developing economy and value addition at each level will add momentum to this Hike app, I believe.
But I don't think the calling feature will actually work out with the youth of India, because as you said, Airtel has increased the price of the data packs and everything. So basically, if you want to call over internet, you need to have an internet pack. So don't you think that it'll be much cheaper if you just call the people in India through the normal packs rather than get an internet pack, pay such a hefty price on it and lose data all over again?
So you never know, because as long as there are 2 to 3 service providers, it's all about competition. So as long as competition is there, things tend to melt down. So maybe in the near future, when big telecommunication companies acquiring smaller ones, we can see maybe where everybody comes to a common platform and it's like a monopoly, and then maybe everybody just hike the price up.
Yeah, and the other thing is that world over there's 4G already available. In India, 3G is only not available everywhere. We are still in 2G. And in 2G, calling over the internet, it's not so fast. It's like international calling, where they have to wait 2 or 3 seconds to actually receive the call, receive your voice from here to that. So you actually need 3G data to actually have a real live call.
I personally feel it is more concentrated in the metro region rather than the outskirts. India being having so many villages, And unfortunately, even though our smartphones are really cheap, the penetration level of smartphones is very less. Basically, I would say 8% compared to China, which has actually a penetration level of 20 to 25%. And even after slashing down the price of smartphones, only 15% of the population is having a smartphone. Well, it's a long way to go. Let's see how it proceeds moving from here. Maybe, who knows, things will change in a couple of years. So we never can't predict, technology is moving so fast. So that's it for from us regarding the Hike Messenger app. Moving on, we are going to talk about PayTM. So PayTM is a mobile first app, mobile first platform wherein which they started off as a mediator for recharging of mobile phones or for payment, acted as a payment gateway, I would say, rather that used for paying off your water bills, electricity, and so on. Later on, after getting so much of transactions, they ventured into e-commerce. So the today's breaking news is that PayTM is actually getting investment fund from two big leading investors, one from Alibaba and other from Temasek, basically Singapore government. So it's a big deal which is coming on board, and the markets are saying that they might be one of the fastest company to hit $1 billion evaluation. So Aditya, what do you feel about PayTM? Like, to be frank, I never used that app, in fact, and it's shocking that irrespective of having so much competition in the Indian scenario, be it Amazon, Flipkart, we are getting another person also entering the e-commerce place. Markets are saying that Alibaba might use a PayTM platform to cross-sell their services in India, and that is one of the strategic plans why Alibaba is planning to invest in this.
Yeah, like in our previous podcast, we actually talked about Apple coming up with their own payment gateway, like Pay with Amazon. I mean, Amazon coming up with their own payment gateway, saying Pay with Amazon, and Flipkart teaming up with someone else for payment gateways. So I guess these guys are teaming up with basically PayTM to actually, start export and import in India, start an e-commerce in India, in fact. So even I have never used the app called PayTM, but it's supposed to be good, but it might take some time for all the people to actually use it. Because right now we have various payment gateways built into the apps that we actually need. So I don't think people actually feel the need to download an app called PayTM for their use.
Okay. So Mamta, do you have anything to contribute on this? Have you ever experienced? Have you ever used PayTM, or is it the first time you're hearing about it?
Yeah, sometimes I've used, I have to recharge my phone, but I feel going to a Airtel website or any Vodafone service and recharge it, that is much better, much useful. Why to fill your phone with another app if some other company is giving you the service, same services in one?
And when it comes to recharging the phone, I think the app called Freecharge has actually dominated the Indian market. Basically, you even get to buy coupons while you recharge.
Basically, they give you your free coupons while you recharge.
Exactly. So basically, I think that Freecharge have totally dominated over the recharge market in India. So PayTM is not so much penetrated into the market yet.
It's quite interesting that an app which started off as a mediator for recharging app and moving on to e-commerce, and quite shocking is that the valuation is around $500 million for 30% stake. So it's quite interesting, and it's the only first company to start up with a mobile first strategy. Usually it's the other way around. Usually they have a website and they move on to mobile. So might be the success for them is that actually they are doing good transactions. Like after since inception, like they started in the year of 2011 and we are in the year of 2015, and they have crossed almost 2 million transactions a day, which is supposed to be really good in terms of e-com. I mean, in terms of transactions, and maybe they're getting a fee out of it. So I personally went to the website to see how it is faring compared to Amazon and Flipkart, but sad to say that I personally didn't feel the UI that appealing. But who knows, tomorrow they might take over the market.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, they went for the mobile phone first, so that's why people don't actually know that PayTM exists. Since you said that mobile strategy, that's what they went for. So basically, if they had actually released the website first, people would actually reach the website, find out about it, and then move on to the app. What do you think, Mamta?
So my experience is different. I went to their website. It loads on a good internet speed, and I would go to the website. I'll not download the app, and they have a very easy registration process also, and also excellent email support. They keep sending you coupons and all.
You got coupons.
Yeah, I've got I recharged and I got 3 or 4 coupons.
Okay. So here's a Paytm for you. It's so we are heading for a big fight in the e-commerce space in India. So let's see how it goes. That's it from us from Web Marketing Academy in Bangalore. Do share in your feedbacks or comments on our website or post. Thank you.